it's how to show this. As I mentioned before, you have to devote time and effort to what study the company, study the job. You cannot just look at the advertisement and the next day I go for an interview and then just by tenant. Cannot be like that. You have to do your work, which includes reading the company website, not only reading it and then get the figures or get the wording from the website, you have to think and interpret things from the website. So that's what I present to you, the version 1, 2, 3, then version 1 is just to read the figures. You get, which is quite good already actually. I can tell you, because though if somebody didn't prepare, they cannot tell their employer that I know your company has invested 1.5 billion in the South Sea project, and then factual figures, information is the first step. It's very good already. Second step is to interpret things from this kind of factual data. As I said, that means interpretation is that means you are, your primary focus is still in Asia. You are not moving away. You are not drawing capital away. You still have interest in our Southeast area. Your target client is still around this kind of things. And you're opening branches in Europe. That means that you are trying to penetrating your business in the US and European countries. Read things from those factual things and imagine that shows your passion. If you are not think more about the company, you don't like the company, you don't think that kind of in-depth questions like that. Your conclusion may not be correct because the company is not yours. You only interpret things from those superficial or factual data from the website. But a wild guess, a guess, and imagination, it shows you can, at that particular point, you can ask the employer, I saw that you are opening some sub-offices or company, sub-offices in Europe, in Italy, in France. You are partnering with some market leader. I read this from your website. It seems that you are doing doing more business in Europe. Does that mean that you have future plans to penetrate the European country? That shows your interest, your passion. You read something from their open and factual data. So it's a step better than the earlier only figures, right? So that's passion.
I was wondering, how is it that we can stand out in a group interview? Because I don't want to seem too aggressive, but not too shy either.
You have a very good question because people like us may not be very good at judging how much we need to do. As you said, not too shy, but not too aggressive. Just good enough is very important. One of the crucial ones is that make your answers, be careful your timing. We are always just like our dialogue, our interaction. Make sure that you are not talking too much, occupying most of the time. At the same time, if you feel that always is your time is occupied by the interviewer, he or she is talking too much, then it means that you are talking too little. It is a dialogue side, something interactive. If, for example, interviewer asks you a question, you make one or two to three sentences answering a question, and they further ask you something, then you can feel that maybe I am not talking enough. So when they asking future questions, we talk more, so that they don't need to ask you again on the same subject. If you can imagine, if they ask you something, you just say a little bit, and then they further ask on the same topic, the same question, and then they want you to elaborate more. That means you are not enough. So in the future questions, you try to speak more. It's one of the measuring tools for you to see whether how to adjust the timing.
係啊，我哋冇電啊。
So I have problems about how to describe our personality. Because in the interview, so everybody will say I'm outgoing, I'm good at communication. So what can make us different from others when it comes to these questions?
Sorry, I don't really catch what.
I would say when we describe our personality, so everyone's answer is I'm outgoing, I'm good at communication, and I also have conversation with others. But what could make us different from others? Because everyone's answer is the same.
You mean to be an analyst? What kind of personality will be good, or how to distinguish you from other candidates, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for an analyst job, the most critical criteria, of course, is an analytical mind. Of course, right? You are doing something to to put analysis on the market, on particular industry, on then general economic trends, all kind of things. So you can imagine the qualities that would be required for this job would be detail-minded, good analytical skills, looking things into very details, meticulous, right? Attention to very small things, very detailed things. These are good qualities that qualify for an analyst. Of course, there are other things. Say, for example, I don't mind to do things by my own. Analysts always do your things, write your reports by your own. And of course, at the same time, you can be flexible and adaptive to work in groups. Because in a company, usually there are not only one analyst, there are several analysts doing different sectors, and sometimes they need to coordinate each other to form a big picture for the company. And also, it's good that people heard that you can be flexible. Flexible is very welcoming word for companies and candidates. As Stephanie said, you need to be flexible. This day you are doing fixed income, next day you are doing equity. Whether you are flexible enough. This day I ask you to write a report and this report on this particular things. But next week is move to another sector and then do study this and give me a quick report on that. You have to be very flexible. Otherwise you have to go. So employers would like to be happy to hear that you are flexible. This kind of positive words.
I guess, well, I want to follow up on the student's question. So, I mean, a lot of interviewees would have attended these kind of seminars, right? So they understand that they should say that, they have the same things to say. I am a very quantitative person, I'm outgoing, I'm a team player. Everyone will be saying that, right? So from your experience, how should an applicant stand up when everyone is saying the same thing?
Now, my suggestion is that yes, in general, the approach should be like that. My approach, of course, just like Dr. Charles said, is generally everybody knows the theory. How to put it into practice is to, for example, in your real life situation. That's why when you get in an interview, think for yourself. That things should be, in general, you can adopt our approach, but to reinforce it, you have to add your own real life experience. That's why I said earlier that you may think of some experience when you are, as a student, organizing some activities for the class, for the union, whatever. This kind of experience to add in your statements, which are personal to yourself, which are very particular and different from others. So that's why we always say that you really perform yourself, think something real from your life. You cannot imagine things. If you create a story, you tell a lie, it cannot be good, it cannot be convincing. If you inject something from your real life situation, that is something convincing.
guys want to ask a question?
Take the chance.
中文问都可以吗？They ask in Chinese?
Yes, sure.
中文问都可以啊。
我现在你来了。
就像讲过的这个机会啊，就是我们老人家给你们一些那些礼物，因为我们几十年在市场里面实践过无数的搞这个，所以 very practical 啊。Don't be shy.
Well, I guess if they don't want to ask in public, some of them are maybe shy. Can they come? Maybe we can give them. Maybe they can come forward and ask.
Yes, no problem. You can give them our phone number or email address,
Right.
so they can write us. And also we have some forms.
Late cut Friday.
In past year, and also we have some forms which you can fill in because, frankly speaking, we are looking for some clients. They are looking for candidates major in economics. So it may be a chance for us to establish an initial contact, see whether we can do something. So please don't hesitate to take a form, write down your contact information, or take our name card in case you think of anything. You want to go more in depth in particular questions or items, you can phone us or drop us an email or WhatsApp, whatever. Okay?
So, all right. So,
This is a chance. Let me add a few words. This is a chance to want to connect ourselves for your good and for our good, because you see it's a simple contact point basically, nothing to do with privacy. And then we have your contact, and we will let you know what opportunities we have with you, because every day there might be clients coming in looking for people. So why don't you use the chance? Try to be more interactive. And with regard to interview skills, Keith is an expert. He's my boss. So you can talk to him later, contact him. His link that's right here. And then ask him. Free. Most important thing is free. Free counseling service. So don't lose the chance. We are also grateful for Chinese University giving us the chance to feature off, right? And then we can have the chance to interact later more.